Hello out there, and today we're going to be doing an unboxing of a new TwoSun, a new to me TwoSun that is coming from my buddy Stasa23, and this is one that I definitely had a lot of interest in. I just have interest in TwoSun in general, and they have so many models that are coming out, so many different designers that they're working with that it's really hard to decide which model you want to get because there's just so much variety. And yeah, Stasa had one that was looking pretty darn good, and so I decided to take it off his hands, and let's just get in and see what it is. So this is the TwoSun. Man, can't even remember what this one is. Maybe the 89. I can't remember the numbers, and they don't really number their boxes either. So yeah, it can make it sort of hard to remember. Make sure there aren't any love letters in here. No love letters. But yeah, like I said, so just a standard TwoSun box, no numbers, no designation as to which one it is. And this thing sort of flopped over, but this thing is beautiful. So this is the 169, and it is just a sleek but long blade. Lines on it are fantastic. It does have some heft to it though because it's titanium. But try to get this a little bit brighter. Take a look at the finishing on that titanium. And if you're not familiar with TwoSun, I'm guessing you probably have an idea of who they are and what they're doing if you're watching this video. But if not, the thing that's very interesting about TwoSun is the way that they do their sales on for their product. For the most part, it's just done on eBay, by auction on eBay. So the market dictates what these are worth. So anytime there's a new model, sometimes it'll be pretty expensive, sometimes it won't be. And then eventually you'll see it on like distributors' websites, even on Amazon sometimes, and they'll set like sort of a middle kind of price for that kind of stuff. This designer, I believe this is the Night Morning Design logo, so he is one of their main designers. I'm going to keep brightening it just to give you different looks. He's one of their main designers and does a lot of really good stuff for them. You can see a little bit of use on this blade. Not a big deal because it's definitely going to be one that will continue to get used. The thing that I really like the most about TwoSun, I think more than anything else, I mean, their action is great, their build quality is great, but they're able to sort of control the pricing from getting out of hand by doing high-end back ends of the knife with steels that aren't necessarily the fanciest ones. And so when you take a look at this knife and the level of like the build quality and the machining on the titanium and just how solid this thing is, you would not expect to have a steel that isn't of a premium level or designation. And what we have is 14C28N, which is a very good steel, and it's one that people in the budget world really want more of instead of 8CR, but it's not one that you think about as being just this like high-end fancy kind of steel. And so what TwoSun is doing is releasing a knife that has the build quality and some of the materials on, like I said, the back end that you would expect to see in a $200+ knife. And because of the steel, you know, maybe the price doesn't get driven up quite so much, and it can be significantly cheaper, a whole lot cheaper, which is very cool. And then, you know, I think this model, the 169, already has either like S90V or M390 version. So they're coming out with different variations, which of course gives people a little bit more like choice, and people who are like more preferential when it comes to steel will be able to get the nicer stuff. But if you're getting this for a user, then you're getting a perfectly adequate blade steel with, again, just excellent quality with the machining here. You know, when I bring in this other TwoSun with the CF, and this is titanium in D2. You know, you wouldn't really expect to see all this stuff in D2 from an American maker. Just isn't something that they would usually do. You know, if you're going to have materials of this quality, it'd be something nicer. Again, TwoSun, sort of outside the box there, and it gives them their own little niche in the marketplace, which is what I was getting at. So yeah, very neat. And yeah, excited to get this one in pocket and to check it out and use it. Let's do a size comparison or two just before we wrap this up, because I'm really not 100% sure myself. I had a feeling this might be a little bit on the longer side compared to most of the knives that I carry, and yeah, a little bit longer than the 943, but I've got an extended notch there just for long-term sharpening. Let's see if I can find that here. Here's the PM2. So yeah, I think this is going to be, as far as blade length goes, sort of right on like the top end of the scale for me. But the thing about it is that the height of the knife, it's small and it's still sleek and it's not particularly chunky. So it's not really something that's going to be too bulky, you know, just maybe a little bit on the longer side. But it's beautiful and it's comfortable and it's done very, very well. So yeah, can't wait to get more experience with this one. Full video on this guy will be coming sometime in the near future. Excited about it though. So let me know your thoughts, guys. TwoSuns, tell me everything. Do you like them? Do you hate them? Which are the best ones? What should be the next one? That when I'm trying to look up TwoSuns nowadays, it's just like I don't even know where to start. There's so much out there. So yeah, let me know your thoughts, guys, and any other questions, comments, complaints, suggestions, let me know about that as well. Thanks again, TwoSun 23. You are the man and a great bud. I'll talk with you soon. Have a good one.